Well, hello everyone, I'm Darth Browner, and welcome to the next part of my Ace Attorney playthrough. Now, in the previous video, we completed the case of the Turnabout Samurai. Will Powers was exonerated of any accusation of murder of Jack Hammer, his co-star, and Dee Vasquez ended up being found guilty after it was her that was the real murderer. And today we're on to a brand spanking new case. We're going on to Turnabout goodbyes. So, let's get ready to rumble. It's been about 15 years. About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. Christmas time, jingle bells, jingle bells. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium tree? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Can you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Let's go to Trisha Takanawa for the latest reports. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the Haunted Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident that Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick! Apparently fake blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, aged 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes, Mayor! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect. In a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? Guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Hey, Edgy. Ah. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. When he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and you'll get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're going to help you, that's what. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey, sure you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gold Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why are you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really. Gording. Huh? I went to see Gording. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Alright, turn his badge, Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I didn't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You, in particular, I cannot ask you to do this. I'm going to do some sleuthing. This is where it happened. Yeah, Gold Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in here, questioning people probably. Hey, that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today. Recruits. Puh. Ah. Yeah. Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts. Right. Phoenix, right. Will you ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He seems different than usual. What's that? Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Oh, you don't say? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Oh, you don't know, pal? No. Wow. Okay, Mr. Ed in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Ed in the... Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were 2 men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right, who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taken this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all, the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Seal Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying right over and over. Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why won't he want your help? I don't get it. Who is this witness? Sorry pal, it's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on that lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know what you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we've come up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today, I've forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry pal. Guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Oh yes, do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, so if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Oh, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right, now let's get investigating. Wowzers, this is Gold Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it works at Wowzers though. Probably not. Hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please. Bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a lot behind the times though. Kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know, nope. What do we have here? Huh? Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull your string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on a minute, you just want to pop them, right? Is it that obvious? Poppers, I suppose it couldn't hurt. Where'd they go? Into my pocket. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They got guts camping at the scene of the murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. It's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Let's not try it out, Maya. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'll say it louder. Hey, I'm Nick. Nick! You stop that. Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't such responsible voices. What then, these things? Party poppers? Yo! Hey you, get your hands off of that! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Well, sorry, it's not nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much the roll of that film costs. I'll pay you back. What y'all thinking, set of a party popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try to play stupid with me just 'cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know that how y'all Yanks think. I say, these Southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, help? I know you now. A chaperone? Yeah, no, rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all gonna say and say it for bejesus sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws and listen to your stutter all day. Oh boy. Guess we should pay for the film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone? I'm not naming anyone. Any names, but someone used a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Oh yeah, this is my badge. Our badge is supposed to be all shiny and impressive. Your cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now? 'Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter. And a wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. Yoto, y'all gonna come out hard now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did mine get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotto. Lotto Hart, but y'all can call me Lotto. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, when was that murder? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night of Christmas Eve. That's so. Christmas Eve, a man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So what is it you do, Otter? Huh, May? Haha, y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university. Country U. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let me say. I guess it was about 3 days ago. Were you photographing? Didn't I tell you that already? Media showers. Falling stars? That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. Genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. Programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Back to criminal affairs we'll go. I guess Detective Gumshoe's a meeting. Hey. Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished a meeting for better or for worse. Get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how did the meeting go? We can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, we don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth, even like you and me. Still, I get the feeling if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go tell anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favour. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs up, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how can you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. Trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? Trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you can have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that. Made a copy for you. Thanks, Gumshoe. Thanks. Nick, can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling I met him somewhere a long time ago. Back to Gold Lake we go. Hey y'all. Lorda. Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey. This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. You can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing those photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon so. While staying? Don't y'all go and try and mock my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Wait, Lorda. What? Can't y'all see I'm kinda busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice. And that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lorda? Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Was that the other way round? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn! She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, she saw something. There's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she say? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Looks like the police are giving it their interview. Hey! Nick, I think something's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick? You know Santa? Well, Nick and St. Nick. I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me! Larry! What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? I'll get invitation. Okay. Nick. You know, she brought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must really be really nice. Oh, cute. Nick, who's she? She's not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Faye. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5 having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister, I'm my older sister's little sister. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Hey Larry, there was a murder here last night. Since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Beyonce, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Ooh. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Beyonce's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model, I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh? Neat. Defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick. You don't mean that Edgeworth, old Edgy? Yep, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What? Tell me more about the dogs. You mean the samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs. Ouch. Samurai, I think, was Beyonce's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get for those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. And guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake with the big news. The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, right? Yeah, Nick, him and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's Pot was a famous defence lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defence lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defence lawyer. Huh? Go figure. Who always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves? Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Where's Gordy? You mean you don't know? It's here and it's very late. A giant mysterious monster, Gordy. A monster? Yeah, check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, that's really real. Nick, a monster. A real monster. Yeah, it's probably just a log or something. Right. Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? The camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. $1 million? Grow up, Larry. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. Met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last thing I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Ah, that old familiar clearing the phone. Aha, you're mere something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix right. Aha, and you're mere something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got it up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting? Oh yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home into this office. I can't exactly claim it was stolen. Let's post my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Strange. This is how I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah, do you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Who is this Hammond guy anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium. Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim, but the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg? Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please, don't mention it. DL6. Never I'd hear that name again. But wait, why does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. What? His father? Very twisty. If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Wait, this is a photograph from my mother. Edgy! What's this? I was hoping you'd got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defence? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You always were single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you were up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. Pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name, and Hammond is the victim in the Gold Lake murder. Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mum. What? You mean you're? It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this? About to end. The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December the 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations run out, legally the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever. What happened to the suspect when he got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old by now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps? I'd rather not talk about it. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, right? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Pains me to ask this now. I know, you want us to defend you. Yes, will you? I could have guessed this day would come. Not me. It's my chance to finally pay you back. Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's that? Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one. It's calming down. Oh, that was scary. Oh, where's Edgeworth? There, he's on the floor in a ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. Oh, running, but curling up in a ball. Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. What's going on here? What's wrong, Detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Said she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? What's a heart? Why are you going round finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. Can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. God, I waited till the last minute to fill those papers. Or rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you always fear that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact to this one now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You should go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. It's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. So was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. Now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe so. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years. He's as ruthless as me, time 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya? I could really be using Miles' help right now, don't you think? I can't. Sorry, I tried, I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you two whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Whoa, he's a pissed-looking person. It'll be an interesting character to see. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. See how this goes. Describe the incident. Now. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. 12:10, she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. Went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You'll stand on your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But, next morning, body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see, very... Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bones, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? The pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honour. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order, order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honour. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order, order. This is bad. This makes it like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a victim at this verdict to this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I'm somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess? No. But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, ma'am. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. Can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? It's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Saying liar. What? Any progress from here? Sorry, it's no good. Oh, I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, of course not, I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick, you don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defence. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. Bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Oops. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. Don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this baying come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 jakes on the boat. Then there was another baying. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order. I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have an order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There was no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order, 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 I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant. Wait, Your Honour, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? The photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You only found her and asked meaningless questions. You'll fail to find anything. And then I'll have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. What are you going to do? Do you really think there's a contradiction with her facts testimony? I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Why are you coming there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you please be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honour. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard the noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Ugh. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a sec. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick, he's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? You sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounded pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? Oh, it sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you? Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. Since you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honour... You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to penalise any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick, Lola's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. The impartial judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya. Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You'll stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defence's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's a big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait. I was the one who made that outburst, Your Honour. Nick is innocent. Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix, right? Wrong. What? You heard what Miss Hart just said. She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order, 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 order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Mrs. Lotta has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Maya. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or fast. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I found a contradiction. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photo. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? Well, could you see the defendant that night? Of course I said I could, and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. Finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Yeah, right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? This is a make or break or time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honour. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue with my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear you. There's something funny about that. You're photographing shooting stars. That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point the camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honour. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Your Honour, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Well, that's pretty obvious. Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? The sighting of Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see proof that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is the proof that the witness tried to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? There's the photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you have set your camera to respond to the loud noises. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photograph of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are you all realize that smart? So smart, boy. I was down trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Ooh, such a savage, Von Karma. Hey, but as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You are hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it be? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact you were searching for Gordy from court? Please revise your testimony. Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Man, what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out of that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste any more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defence's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honour. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind. Ha, that would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? So there's no problem. With this testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honour. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that bone? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning late for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't get the boat a second thought. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still we can't see who is shooting her in this. Right. That's why I took this photo in. Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She'll drop the quality of mine, but she'll let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why wouldn't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. It's my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? But because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You fool. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. Prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. This witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still can't see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she did not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. I would like to close this cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. And I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. But he's not supposed to be going like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. It's bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honour, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about the photo is strange? Here goes nothing. Here, Your Honour. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honour. Hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence this left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, The prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting a pistol in his photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I'd like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there was no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. Order, order! So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honour, I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a metre away. A metre? That's 3 feet. There is no way it could have been suicide. Order, order. Mr. Von Palmer, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defence and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honour. That is all. The court is adjourned. That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I've yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a metre away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammo for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. And that brings us to the end of today's video. This has been Darth Browner. Thank you ever so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button. And we'll carry on with more of Turnabout Goodbyes in the next video. Ciao for now, everyone. Bye.